So welcome back. Now, you are in the business of relationships. Make no mistake, real estate is all about people and relationships. And so this assertiveness course is going to help you be more confident, but also maintain relationships in the long term. One of the most frightening words in real estate is the word no. Nobody likes to hear the word no. And agents, when they need to say no, must use the word no, or at least refuse in a way that keeps relationships. And so saying no can be vital for you to get the right price for an offering or for the right opening offer from a buyer. You may need to say no just to defend your time management and your plan and your diary to avoid interruptions. But certainly the word no is the most needed and underused word in real estate. And if you can master the technique of saying no when you need to say no, then you'll find you're better positioned to be more confident and successful. So saying no frightens us. Again, it frightens us because we're afraid what may happen if I say no, especially to relationships. So the technique to use is called the broken record technique. If you remember, those of you who are a little bit older, in the old days of vinyl record, when a little pin or a needle would be on that record as it turned, the record would basically play the music, but if there was a scratch or a dent in that record, the needle would jump from one track or one part of the track to another and repeat until you took that needle and moved it to the next track. So when a record was damaged, basically, you had this repeating sound. So driving inspiration from that, let's use that inspiration to understand the technique. When you need to say no to someone, you need to practice what you're going to say as we did before and visualize the opening statements, and then you need to repeat and stand your ground if you can't say yes. So in those times where you can say yes or an outcome is more negotiable, then go ahead and do so. But in those times where you have a bottom line and you have to defend your bottom line, it could be a seller's bottom line, a buyer's bottom line, or your own, depending on who you're dealing with, you must say no. So the technique is very simple. All you need to do is this. Repeat 3 to 4 times without changing what you're saying, using the person's name as comfortably and as politely as possible, with a tone of voice which is relaxed and open body language, while still looking at them after having listened to their request. You simply turn around and repeat without changing what you've said. No, I'm afraid I can't help you with that until tomorrow at 2. If you like, we can do it then, but I can't do it today at 9 o'clock. And when they insist, and they will insist and try to convince you, because most people are very insistent, you listen calmly using the active listening technique. And then you repeat exactly what you said before, possibly using their name again, and you'll say, Tom, I hear you, but I'm unable to do it this morning at 9 a.m. I can do it at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon if you like. Otherwise, ask Jolene. And if they insist again, the 3rd time, you listen once again, calmly and politely, but just simply repeat exactly, calmly and politely, using their name what you said before. And you'll find after the 3rd or even the 4th time, rarely will it hit the 4th time, they will concede. And if they concede, you've defended your clients, your sellers or your buyers, or your diary for that matter, but you've been assertive enough to speak your mind and defend what is not negotiable. And your confidence will fly through the ceiling. You'll feel good and people will respect you more because they know where they stand with you, and you become a person of your word. You're not someone that they can twist or change or under pressure. They realize all of a sudden they're dealing with a professional. So what you're going to do from now on is to practice this technique. There are 3 role play skills in there for scenarios laid out for you over there with potential words that you could use in that role play in saying no. Once again, you need to find someone you trust, either a colleague or a family member or someone, a friend for that matter, to role play this technique with. So ask for their input, ask them to play the person who's insisting with you, and practice this technique over and over and over again. Make sure you are now very proficient and very comfortable at using this technique also. Thank you.